Bars.
Spend all my money. I'm broke. Look at you. Bills getting paid. I'm crying at school. What? Why am I at school? I'm breaking the rules. I got the motherfucking tool for my education, you fools. Ooh, wait a minute.
Welcome, everybody. Excuse me. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Struggleholics Podcast, episode 58.
Yes, sir.
We are your host, Clay Chisholm.
Jay Smooth.
Alicia A.
And we coming to you not live, but we coming to you via your eardrums.
Blessing.
Hopefully, our beautiful voices is marinating y'all juices. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Bro, you know what? I didn't think about this until right now, but we all have like really good voices.
I hate my voice. I will not listen to it. I'm going to be honest. As soon as I'm like, oh, let's listen to last week's episode. It was so funny. And I get 2 minutes in, I'm like, cringe. And I turn it off.
Oh my God.
I used to be like that.
I used to be the same way too, yeah.
Until when I was on Shay's podcast, that was the first time I actually like sat and listened to myself and was okay with hearing myself. Then after that, I listen to every episode. I even go back on episodes and listen to. My favorite episode so far that we've done is the one with Damo.
Yeah, oh my God, that was so funny. Oh, that was so funny. Damn, I can't even think of what mine will be.
Because y'all niggas don't listen.
Yeah, I don't listen to them that often. I listened to last week's, and I listened to the one with Damo. That was really good.
But how was y'all weekend?
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just playing.
You know, I said so many strong and profound things going into the new year for my final thoughts and whatnot about, oh yeah, be empowered, going to the new year, you know, looking to start
let
anew.
It all go.
Yeah, I'm opening up, I'm doing all these big magical fucking things. No, this just fucking sucks so far.
I hate it here.
Literally my week.
It's 6 days into the new year. It's already terrible.
Bro, my
ass.
whole week has been ass until probably today. Like, because I get to do this. Honestly, bro, if I didn't do this, I'd be really fucking depressed. I ain't gonna lie. I really enjoy doing this shit. I ain't trying to, like, make this all sappy and whatnot, but yeah. Anyways, it was just a really annoying week, stress-wise, trying to figure out, like, bill situations and all that. Because, you know, first of the year. Yeah. So
everybody getting sick. Everybody getting fucking.
Everybody getting sick. Everybody is getting sick, man. And yeah, it's kind of stressing me out, but you know, we managing. I get paid tomorrow. My voice is cracking. A lot of good things. You know?
My voice is cracking.
Alicia, how was your weekend?
Ass horrible. Ass horrible.
I don't want to talk about it. Let's just move on.
No, I'm just like so bad, and it's so funny because like. You guys know, like, when I first, like, came on here, I was just talking about, oh, my God, like, it's so good now. Like, I remember when I first came on here, like, I was really going through it, and I'm doing so much better. I feel like I literally went full circle. Like, I'm looking at my post from, like, a year ago, and it's literally the same shit. Like, oh, my God, I'm really going through it. Like, I'm really struggling. Like, I can't do this. I'm like, is it just, like, every year I'm just going to do this at the beginning of each year? Like, you must struggle to proceed through the year. Is that what is about to happen to me?
Also, I'm laughing because it's just I feel that so strongly.
And I'm not a downer person. Everybody knows. Like, I'm not a downer person. They'll be like, oh my God, like, you seem so good, blah, blah, blah. You're always laughing, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, because, you know, like, but I think because I'm not a downer person, like, when I'm getting those moods, like, it's so hard to get myself out of them because I'm like, oh my God, this is not you. Like, stop. And then I'll be like, but it is me. Like, it is me right now. I deserve to feel these feelings, but no, it's a lot better actually. And like Josh said, like obviously being here is lifting my spirits.
Are we like the same person?
For real,
but
it's the Taurus Aries energy.
No, because it's like I felt everything you said so strongly. It was like it's crazy because I was literally going through this where because I was just talking to somebody about this today. Where like I'm disappearing off the map because I don't want people to like have to see me how
Yeah.
in a person or in a person, but acting not like myself. Because I usually project so much positive energy. I'm not trying to be negative or project my negativities on other people. Because that's one of my pet peeves. Like doing that shit in abundance. So I always like monitor that really well to make sure I'm not doing that. And then if I ever feel myself doing that in any way, I just say, no, I can't do it. I stop texting people back. Phone calls, you can't get a hold of a brother. Like it's shit like that. So I mean, I've learned to get better with that. Except like if it's something important, you can get to me. But other than that, I'm just like,
Just gotta go through it.
I can't.
Sometimes.
My week was average. My week is just the same shit. Only shitty thing is that Kingston was coming down from a cold. He had got sick. Luckily, it wasn't COVID. It wasn't the flu or anything because we got him tested for that. But I ended up catching his cold, and as you can still hear, I'm like still hacking some of that shit up. But for the most part, it was pretty average week. Ain't really do shit. I was tired as fuck all week. That's why I didn't switch our shit around or do anything because as soon as I got home, I basically was like, I'm ready for bed.
I've done that like every day. I
feel
don't
it.
know if it's the weather or like what, but I have
It
been
is.
so
Because it's
tired.
cold as fuck this week.
Yeah.
They said today felt like 5 degrees. No, 4 degrees.
Oh my god! Fucking
And I was
did
standing
it.
outside in that shit.
Absolutely.
I was telling Kayla, I'm like, I don't know how much longer I can do this construction shit just outside
I
in
couldn't
4-degree
imagine. You
weather.
have to be mentally strong.
Yeah.
When you're moving, it's not as bad. But like, if you're controlling the traffic, it's bad because you
Yeah.
stand in one spot.
No, I'll be like,
And
hit
that's
me.
when you're
Just
colder.
hit me.
No.
Workman's comp.
God, the closest I ever got to working outside was Bell Tire with the bay doors and everything. But shit, where I'm at now, it's the same type of thing, and I gotta dress up kind of nicer, so I can't get real heavy with coats and shit. So it's like, damn, I gotta look pretty for these motherfuckers, so they buy from me, and also because I work in a rich white neighborhood.
But enough of with this downer shit. We about to get to the juicy news.
The
Like,
juicy news.
Fucking Antonio Brown.
When I tell you I dove down the I was a little bored at work.
Wait.
See, I work in the cozy warm office where I get snacks and kind remarks, and yeah, I don't have a bad job. But it was a little slow today, so I was like, oh, what topics can we talk about? I'm like, see all these people talk, and of course I see the memes, and I'm like, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand what happened. So I like pulled up the first link that came up, and I'm like, okay, I want to see. Of course, I want to see the video of him walking up the field. So I like try to pull it up, and I'm like not finding. And then I see it. I'm like, oh, and they're like, this is not his first time. Blah blah blah. I was sitting there for 45 minutes. He has 45 minutes worth of shit he's done in the NFL. How is he getting away with
Because
he's so
How?
talented.
his talent, like if he was not this crazy and he
Yeah.
was just to retire, he could possibly go to the Hall of Fame. That's how good his talent
he
is.
would go first. He would
Yeah.
possibly.
I won't
get
even say
first
I won't say
ballot
first
vote.
ballot, but because
Possibly.
his career is, I mean, it is a long enough career.
Yeah.
But with him getting the Super Bowl, he for sure could have probably went to the Hall of Fame. But because he's still so good, and because he's still better than most of the receivers in the league, that's why people put up with his BS. But now he has so much baggage, it's just now to the point where teams like, I don't know if we should take him because he's a head case.
Yeah, and for people that don't know, in the third quarter of the Jets versus Bucks game, Antonio Brown, he took off his jersey and walked off the field, and he was like doing jump jacks and saying "peace out."
Very disrespectful.
Like he was just fucking gone.
And I loved it.
And I was just like, wow. I mean, it was like crazy in the moment because I was seeing this shit because I was watching the game, and then they cut to that. I was like, what the fuck?
Like he did it in the middle of the game.
They were losing. They were down 14.
If they were like set up to actually call a like pass play, Tampa would have actually like lost like 10, 15 yards.
Yeah,
because that's an illegal man on the field.
Oh, with him just walking.
Yeah, because he was in the end zone.
Yep.
But that shit was actually crazy. But I feel like what's kind of fucked up about it is just you just quit on the whole team like that, especially Tom Brady. Tom Brady has been
no.
nothing but nice to him. Literally nothing but nice to him.
See-
Let that man stay in his house. Like I don't know like what your opinions are on Tom Brady, but somebody's going
Oh,
out
he's
of
the
Hold
goat.
on,
out of their
give me
way.
He
give me a
fine.
minute. Y'all keep talking. I feel like I got a popcorn curl in my fucking throat. So
Oh.
y'all keep talking. I'm trying to get this.
Clay's like, keep going.
Uh,
I'm fine. It's because you drank Remy with Ingrid Orchard.
Yeah, that was a horrible decision.
that shit tastes like trifling ass
It's
PBR.
like probably
I
bubbling
can
up in your
attest to that.
system.
I'm trying to I keep drinking it, trying to wash that feeling down, just so that way I'm not sitting in the fucking video. Like I got a tear in my eye right now because I can't fucking get. I keep coughing. Now that we doing video, y'all gonna be able to see this. Oh my god, this is horrible. They gonna keep seeing me like. Don't worry, y'all. When y'all watching the live video version of this, like, trust me, y'all hear my kid screaming upstairs. I'm fucking.
He not
Got
feeling
it.
good.
No, he feeling perfectly fine. You hear him?
Nah,
I'm the one that got the shit that he fucking had.
yeah,
I'm
he fine now.
trying to get this fake popcorn curl out my fucking throat. I'm just going through it over here.
He's got a
Fuck
tear
Antonio
in his
Brown.
eye. He's like,
No, for real. Fuck Antonio Brown.
I disagree, but go ahead, keep going. I want to
No,
know your take.
Here's my issue.
I read the facts and the evidence.
Here's my issue with it.
Oh,
They
gosh,
said
I wanna
they
hear
said Antonio Brown got pissed off because he won
his ankle.
no his he wanted his incentives basically if he would have got another touchdown, got a certain amount of yards, and got caught enough certain amount of passes, he basically would have got $1 million bonus in his
Okay.
contract. But they said that they didn't put him back in the game because they didn't want him to get that, which is false because he has one more game to get that. But also, he didn't go back into the game because I legit before y'all got here today, I was watching all the reports came out from Tampa Bay and from Bruce Arians. He was causing a scene before the game. He was mad he wasn't getting enough passes. And then at halftime, he was in the locker room throwing a fit and arguing with the team because he wasn't getting passes thrown his way.
I don't believe it.
No.
I think the NFL is
So
on some bullshit.
when they came back out, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
So when they came back out, Bruce Arians called for, I forgot what he called, but basically
fuck him, by the way.
called for a certain play scheme call, and Antonio Brown's supposed to be out there, and the receivers went out there, but he didn't see Antonio Brown, so he turned around and see him still sitting on the bench. Like, what's going on? He said he's not going out there. So, and he was mad because he wanted them to guarantee his incentives before, like on Wednesday last week, he was telling the team like, "Are y'all gonna give me my incentives?" Basically, want them to promise it, and they said like, "No, we're not going to promise that you're going to get them because we can't promise that. Tom Brady has to get you the ball, blah blah blah, but like we can't promise you that." Then all of a sudden, that's when he started saying he had started having problems with his ankle and all that shit. And he didn't practice Thursday, Friday. He showed up Saturday for the walkthrough and everything. He looked perfectly fine. Said he was good, but then he started to have ankle issues once he wasn't getting the passes and everything in the game. So then when he refused to go into the game, Bruce Arians was like, "All right, you're done. Like, you're done."
You're done.
So once Bruce Arians said he was done because he was already throwing a fit the whole game, and he said, "You're done," Antonio Brown was like, "Oh, okay, bet." So he took off his jersey, took off his shoulder pads. He was throwing a fit. Mike Evans and everybody's trying to talk to him, calm him down. He said no. Threw his shit down, threw his shit into the stands. Fucking did jumping jacks and all that shit, walking all the way to the tunnel and ran to the tunnel. Then left the game, went to the studio and released a diss track. Yeah, he went to the studio and released a diss track. Same night.
I was just about to defend you, nigga.
Same night.
I'm still gonna defend him now. From a
How?
side point of view.
Yeah,
But go ahead.
like he left the game. The game is still going on. He on his way to the studio.
Can't wait to hear what
That's
you
why.
say.
That's why that meme came out where it's like me looking at Antonio
Yes,
Brown at
bro,
the
the
red
one I
light.
shared.
And he's supposed to be at the game.
Oh.
Like he went straight to the studio and released a diss track.
I get
Then
that
he
one though.
then he uploaded a picture that he deleted of Home Alone, where he put his face over Macaulay Culkin. And he put
yes.
he put Tom Brady and Tom Brady's trainer on the two.
No, I thought it was
villains.
Bruce. I thought it was Bruce Arians.
It was either Bruce Arians or his trainer.
Yeah,
because
it
he
was
got
Bruce
beef with Tom
Arians.
Brady's trainer too.
Yeah, it was like, bro, for For what? It was
Because
like
he's saying Tom Brady's trainer charging him for
But he
workouts that
has
he
the
didn't do.
receipts though.
But also, Antonio
He still
Brown
paid
has
him.
Antonio Brown has a history of not paying people for services of what they
I
did.
believe that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chefs cooking for him, movers moving his stuff for him. Like he has a history of not paying people.
So
Yeah, that's fair.
that's literally the reason that he was in the position he was in the first place, because he didn't pay the chef. Then the chef ratted on him, saying that you got the fake vaccine card. So now
Oh, I forgot about that.
they investigate you, and then you get suspended for 3 games,
Which is a
losing,
felony
like, fuck,
crime, by the way.
Yeah.
Faking a vaccine
Yeah.
card.
It's a federal crime now if you
So-
fake a vaccine card.
Not only did you commit a felony, but you cost yourself 3 crucial games for you to get your fucking incentives that you care so much about, because you're a fucking dumbass and didn't pay your fucking people. And then you get back. Tom Brady, in the first game you come back, throws you 15 balls, you catch 10 for a fucking 100 yards. And then the next game, bro, like, okay, he was throwing to Gronk because that's what they were fucking giving him the whole time. They were doubling him. And they were down 14. Bro, Gronk had like 8 catches, and AB had 3. And then, bro, he throws a fucking hissy fit on my ankle, and like I can't go in. And then whatever, all that
he
shit
said
happened.
to Tom Brady that game, like, "Oh, so I see you going back to your boy Gronk now," and that started the whole
Wait, that's
little
real?
rift. Yeah, that started the whole rift
He said
between
that
him
for
and
real?
Tom Brady. Or is like you going back to your boy Gronk? Like now you're called like,
I
are
thought
you
that was
serious?
a joke when I heard that.
No,
Jesus Lord.
like he has a history of saying all that. When he's in Pittsburgh, Mike Tom, they're in the locker room. Mike Tomlin's talking about don't go live on Facebook, don't go do all this. Meanwhile, Antonio Brown was going live on Facebook while Mike Tomlin's saying that you're not supposed to be doing it, and he's telling you not to do that. You go on there and do that. Then while you leaving Pittsburgh, you're talking so much shit, calling Ben Roethlisberger racist, saying I forgot what he said about Mike Tomlin. He said something, so they finally got rid of him. He go to Oakland, say he ready to go to Oakland, and money is never the issue for Antonio Brown because in Oakland,
It's when you give him the money, it's the problem.
no, it's not even that.
I mean, eventually,
he's so erratic. You don't know what he wants because I want to say, let's just say hypothetically, it was like 20 million. I don't remember the exact amount, but it was a couple $100 million. It was on Thursday. He had to be quiet from Thursday to Monday, and he would have basically got guaranteed $20 million. I know it's more, but I'm just saying it's $20 million. He had to be quiet from that time. But no, he caused a whole fucking scene, and it was either Las Vegas Raiders or Oakland Raiders, whichever one.
Yeah.
But he caused a whole fucking scene in there,
Dog, I forgot
talking
about
so much
that.
shit about. I mean, he was right about fucking John Gruden, but
Come to find out, like,
but
3 years later.
he fucking got his feet wet and then went a cryo machine and fucking got frostbite. Showing up late, talking shit about the team, starting fights with teammates. And then when they finally release him, he goes on Instagram, release a video of him running around doing flips in his backyard, saying, I'm finally free, yeah. Yeah, like, but if he would have been quiet from Thursday to Monday and did all that, he would have got $20 million guaranteed.
He don't give a fuck about the money.
That's why I said money's not an issue.
He does not give a fuck about the money.
So then he got picked up by New England. Once he got picked up by New England, he got hit with harassment charges. Then text came out of him threatening a woman who.
Bro, did you see those the emails he sent to her?
Mm-hmm.
They were so bad. Like you couldn't even read them. Like there was like no grammar, no like he went in on her so bad, and it was not like it was not good for him. It was only funny because the grammar was so bad. Like it was hard to read.
Like he was doing all that, and then he got into it with his baby moms, and he goes on Instagram recording, showing basically the police had to come to remove her and the kids from the house because he was like causing a whole big scene and all that shit. So you putting all that out, and then he started talking shit about Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots. So they drop him from the team. Then he gets picked up by the Bucks, and Bruce Arians didn't want to pick him up, but Tom Brady like, I want him. So Bruce Arians told him like, you got one chance.
I'm gonna kiss your ass, Tom Brady, whatever you want.
Yeah, he's like, you got one chance. Don't fuck it up. And last year he was quiet. He didn't do shit last year.
Model citizen.
This year,
and look what happened.
They said I got a ring. Nah, they can't tell me
and
shit.
I know it's more shit that we just glossing over. But like that's just the track record of the last 4 years of
we ain't
Antonio
even heard
Brown.
Alicia speak on it. Go ahead.
So it's not really defending him, but it's just like another point of view. Because like when I was reading it, it was like very reminiscent of. Did you guys watch the Aaron Hernandez, like all
Yeah.
that like that whole documentary and all that
I never
shit
watched the
that went
documentary
down?
because I felt it was fake.
No, I feel like some parts were probably like, you know, dramatized, obviously the documentary,
I
but
feel like the whole secret lover shit was fake.
oh, 100%. Yeah, all that like and the prison.
I believe
thing
he was
and-
just. I just believe he was just a fucked up dude. He grew up in a gang life and just.
but
was
he
fucked
didn't
up.
though. That's the thing. So the thing that like gets to me is like I feel like the NFL brings these kids in, promises them all these. And college football does the same thing, but it's not as bad. And they promise these people like all these incentives. They ignore their mental health. They ignore their physical health. Like his ankle was fucked up. He did get frostbite. Like all these things were like documented. And he's like he has to like fight
But the
his
frostbite
case.
was his fault.
No, yeah, but I'm saying like he has to fight his case in any aspect. Like say it like he's going to like top doctors that are saying like his ankle's fucked up. What are you gonna do with those receipts? Like you're just gonna be like, oh, he's like, oh, they've injected drugs into me that are like not even supposed to be on the market because they wanted a ring, they wanted this so bad. I fully believe like they put his mental and physical health to the side and disregarded him because it's him, and they thought they were gonna get away with it and get
Did
rid of.
they do that the Super Bowl year? Injecting him with that?
No,
Okay.
he's talking about. He's
That
talking about
wasn't
now.
just this year.
No, I think he's talking about now, like with
Okay.
the most recent injury, not like.
First
back
off,
in the day.
so the thing that they shot his ankle up with, from what I heard, it's called Toradol. Basically, all NFL players basically get it.
No, I heard it was like something a different painkiller that's like not supposed to that was banned from them.
I doubt the NFL like dumbasses really gave him that, but like the NFL, they're putting more emphasis on player safety, especially after that whole concussion movie shit came out. They putting a huge, and that's why. Nah, they can't. It's too big, and people think Antonio Brown has CTE, especially after that Vontez Burfict hit from years ago where he got knocked out.
Yeah.
But the thing that sucks about Antonio Brown is because all that just that history of shit that we just named off, which we still glossing over some shit he did, because he did all that and he was just constantly showing his ass and just getting caught in lies.
Yeah.
It's hard to really take him at his word when when the team and Tom Brady and everybody, people who were standing up for you, like when they did a press conference about you, they didn't say shit about your ankle. They're just saying like we need to help him in the way we need, basically implying like mental health.
His words were like, we need to help him in the way that he needs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not,
but and
like,
then
very
also
specific.
too, like I saw the text that he sent to
Bruce Arians.
No, well that too.
Yeah.
Well, the
I saw that
actually
today.
that and then the text that he sent to the trainer, like didn't seem like they were trying to make it seem like he was like throwing shade at Tom Brady, but I don't think he was throwing shade. I think he was just like bringing it to light, like because whatever happened between him and Tom Brady's trainer, I don't think Tom Brady was like really involved in it. He's probably just like, oh, this is my trainer. Use this guy.
I don't think he was trying to take a shot at Tom Brady. But
yeah,
here's the thing.
So,
I don't think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and I don't think Bruce Arians comes out saying the shit that they're saying if they didn't 100% feel like they were in the right. Because in the NFL, all that shit on the sideline is recorded audio and video.
I want to see if that shit gets released too. Like, what was actually? Are they gonna show what was actually said leading up to?
I don't think they're. I don't think
taking his jersey off.
I don't think the NFL is going to show that.
They're not going to show that to the public ever. No shot.
They
That's
might.
That's what I'm saying. The NFL is shady when it comes to
I
stuff
hope
like
they
this.
do, and if they do, like Antonio Brown, like it sucks. Like you want to believe him because you want to do the whole right thing, you know, give everybody a chance. Like I want to believe, but when you have a history of lies and you fucking shit up, like you doing this, it's hard to like really just believe you when some shit like this happens. And either way, regardless of you being pissed or whatever, you shouldn't have left the game like that.
Oh, I do agree with that.
Antonio, if you had an issue, you could have just threw the jacket on, walked to the tunnel. Everybody would have been like, "Oh, he's about to go get his ankle looked at," or blah blah blah. And did all that. You legit caused a whole scene leaving, and then went to the studio right after and recorded a diss song.
I need to listen to this, by the way, because I didn't know about the diss song.
Like,
I didn't read anything
didn't
about
know
the
either.
diss song. Twitter, you failed me.
so it's like,
Well, and the other thing too. What was I about to say? Damn, the other thing too is like, once again, like same with like, Aaron Hernandez and like that documentary. Like, there's all this shit documented, all this evidence, and he's done all this bad shit. Like, and it seems like the NFL just like either decided, oh, he's made bad choices, like constantly swept it under the rug because they wanted him. Like five fucking teams passed him around. They clearly didn't care that much. They're like, oh, we're gonna sign you. You just can't be doing what you did, or we're gonna back him. But I feel like they never actually backed him. You know what I'm saying? They never like were like, okay, we're gonna get you like on the right track. They were just like, oh, we're gonna get you healthy and we're gonna get you back in the game like that.
I mean,
we're on a different path here.
I mean, they're about making money.
Exactly.
So
I agree until he got to New England. I feel like
You think they actually tried to like?
Yeah, I feel like, well, at least Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, honestly, didn't give a fuck. Like
no,
one strike.
I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not even gonna put that on like the coaches and the players and shit like that, because I don't think he was going around letting motherfuckers know that he's out here murdering people.
Well, no, I just meant like, because there's other stuff too, like just like
I didn't watch the documentary, so I don't know other than him murdering people and him allegedly having a secret
other
lover.
things like well, like just even players in general, not even just him. I just watched that documentary and it brought it to light. But like players in general, like doing like stuff, pushing their limits when they shouldn't be, like mentally and physically. Like,
I mean,
instead of taking breaks and stuff, they like put a Band-Aid over it. Sexual assault, domestic abuse. You know what I'm saying? They just DUI, drunk driving. Like they just shove this shit to the side. Or like
Henry Ruggs is done.
Not him as an
another
example,
Raiders
but
player.
other stuff,
Another Raiders player just got a DUI.
Yeah.
Another Raiders player just did.
They be partying. No, I'm just kidding.
They live in Vegas. That's
I mean, that's what they do there.
But another Raiders player just got a DUI. But after Ray Rice, they take that domestic violence shit very seriously. After Adrian Peterson with his son, they take that shit very seriously now.
Because it just seems like a big repeating pattern.
I mean, like, hell, it's over 2,000. It's over 2,500 players in the league.
Yeah.
So out of that 2,500, like, it's going to be those people who act out like accordingly. I'm not saying that they're woman beaters, like straight up. As soon as they woman raise their voice. No, I'm just
saying I feel more for these players, especially like in context. Like,
I mean, like and also like you don't know somebody's beating a wife or girl until it's caught on video.
Yeah.
Because no man is going around in that locker room full of 50 different dudes and be like, yeah, man, last night my girl was talking so much, so I just beat the shit out of her.
Yeah.
Like, no man is going to sit beside you and just straight up be agreeing with that.
Yeah.
No sane man, at least.
I guarantee you there's still, like, behavior and stuff. I just...
No, there's
NFL is very shady.
There's behavior, but there's, like, the thing that I hate that, I won't say all women, but some women just, like, think, like, I seen this post say, like, every woman knows a woman knows at least one woman who's been at least raped or attempted to be raped. But why does every man act like they don't know a rapist? I'm like, because men don't walk around saying that they raped some chick. Like, and then also too, like, I won't like sexual assault. What's sexual assault to one person isn't sexual assault to another person. Not that I'm saying that it's okay, but like you don't know that you're sexually assaulting someone if you don't know what necessarily sexual assault is. Right. Like, what's okay to me and my like the past people I've been with might not be okay with the next person I'm with. So with me doing that, or like me trying this move, hey, this worked on this last chick, let me try this on her. She don't like that. She take that as sexual assault. And I was just like, yo, I thought this was gonna work. Like, hold on, wait, that's not what I was trying to do, blah blah, but it's sexual assault. Like it all depends on what it could be.
Man, that reminds me.
If it's like overly, I don't mean to cut you off, but like if it's like overly aggressive or overly obvious sexual assault, the NFL and I guarantee the players in that locker room will like step to it. But then like, I don't think that they just sweep a bunch of shit under the rug that's like blatant.
I really do. Racism. everybody knew about it or was talking about it.
Racism is hitting
They were
nowadays,
they
though.
were
Racism is
not,
hitting.
No, you did not just use the phrase.
Racism
"Man,
is hitting.
Racism hitting right now.
The
It is.
emails,
It is.
the text.
It
And this
is.
is why I think Antonio Brown is posting the receipts because not saying like this is really helping his case, really, but it's still bringing shit to light that like the way that the coach was like talking to him and like coming at him like you need to be ready for the playoffs, like you need to come like there was no remorse. There was no I hope you're doing okay. Like
That's
I
coaching.
hope you didn't.
That's coaching. But then
there was no general care for his well-being at all.
Bruce
bro.
Arians came out.
If that was Tom Brady, he would have been like, "Oh, baby, do you need a Coke? Do you need a bag of chips?"
No, Bruce Arians
supposed to hold his hand, bro. He's just fucking.
I'm not saying that,
Bruce,
bro.
If you can play, you can play.
But no, Bruce Arians came out in the interview after he came out with those when he posted those screenshots or whatever. He's like, yeah, I said all that, but he's like, also like if he didn't practice, he like I can't force a player to play. I'm not going to force you. He like you can't force anybody to play. If you're not ready to go, you're not ready to go. He didn't practice Thursday, Friday. He came and did walkthroughs and did everything Saturday. He looked perfectly good. He came in the game and was balling all game long until he wasn't getting the ball anymore. That's when he started to throw the fit and started to go crazy. So then when he called for that play, and he's like, I'm not playing. So he's like, bro, like if you're not gonna go in the game when we need you to go in the game, and he did not go see any trainers or medical staff about his ankle, but he's not saying to Bruce Arians, my ankle is fucked. He's not saying that in the game, but you were just out there Saturday, and then you're out here in the game.
I heard he was saying that.
Yeah, Antonio Brown is saying that he's saying that. Bruce Arians is saying he's not saying that.
I'm saying Antonio Brown. I heard that Antonio Brown was saying throughout the game that his ankle was hurt, and Bruce Arians disregarded. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I know, but
I want to hear what they were saying.
Bruce Arians.
I know they have mics on.
They need to
Bruce Arians and teammates. Bruce Arians and teammates are saying that he didn't say anything about his ankle.
And then, but because also,
so it's really he said versus they said.
Because he released a statement. Then again, I don't know, because he released a statement saying like he never said anything bad about his teammates. He never necessarily called Tom Brady out. He never necessarily. He was like those like in the statement he released. I think it was like today or yesterday. It was like a long ass thing. I don't know, but he was even saying like I never had an issue like with my team. Like we were a squad. Like we did everything together. Blah blah blah. It was just like the way that I was treated. So I feel like, yes, he is a little mentally fucked up. He did do it very wrong and went about it the wrong way. But when you have like a history of doing these things and getting away with it, and then you have the added history of the money and everything else, like you just won a Super Bowl, like so you're already on one, like, and then say you feel like you're treated wrong and it becomes a he said, she said. Like I do think he handled it poorly, but I do understand his side just like this much. The diss track and the walking on the field and all that, no, we're not supporting you. The sexual assault, and I read about those allegations, we're not supporting you, bro. It's not looking good for you.
Here's
feel bad, though.
why I have a hard time like believing Antonio Brown. Nobody is coming to his defense.
I'm the only one out here.
I'm not talking media. I'm not talking any of that. I'm talking about teammates.
And I'm not really necessarily coming to his defense. I'm just using him as an example.
He's saying that he said all this shit.
Yeah.
In which he does have those text proof days before or day of.
Well, and of course his team's not going to come to his defense. They don't want to say nothing. They don't want to get wrapped in that turmoil. They don't want to get wrapped in that.
Dude, do you remember a man named Terrell Owens?
Yeah.
He could split up a locker room like no other. Antonio Brown did that with the Steelers.
No,
he's done it before.
It's not about splitting up the locker room. If they ask like Antonio Brown said his ankle was bothering blah blah, and nobody's saying that you said like you were talking about how bad your ankle was bothering you. Nobody's at least even saying that.
Yeah, honestly,
like that's not even splitting up the locker room. You could have been like, yeah, he was telling me his ankle was fucked up.
But like when he took the picture, like okay, one, why was he going to Tom Brady's trainer then? What was the purpose of that? And then two, why was he sending the pictures of like him getting his ankle work on? Or
his ankle could have been fucked up. Like his ankle is fucked up. Like we're not denying that. But you were also just in a game balling the fuck out.
Yeah.
And like you're leaving the field, jumping up and down, jogging off the field, doing all that shit. Like you're doing all of that. Like I'm not saying that he's fine. He could have a high pain threshold. But I'm saying nobody's saying that you're throwing this fit and you were making making the point that my ankle's fucked up and he's trying to make me go back in
Oh
the game.
yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
game.
Nobody's saying that,
Yeah.
which makes it even harder to fucking believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also just in reference to like him doing like jumping jacks and stuff like that with the ankle, that can mostly be attributed to when you're actually in the game in an NFL game playing. You got to do stop and go routes and
Yeah.
curls and all that stuff. It's massively different than you doing jumping jacks and jogging off the field.
Agreed.
Yeah, but if you're
in
making
fairness
if
to
you're
him.
making that big of a deal about your ankle fucking bothering you and it's hurting that bad, one, why did you go in the game in the first place? And
Yeah, like
have
in the
and have
beginning.
that killer route on that one defender on you,
Yeah.
Literally.
and then you go all of a sudden, my ankle bothering me. I don't want to go back in the game after you were just fucking throwing a big fiend and making a big scene in the locker room and throwing shit in the locker room.
And you losing.
Yeah, like you're doing all that. Like
To the Jets.
that's the only thing that makes it hard.
I had
But
to just make it the perspective.
Honestly,
I had to throw the perspective.
what made it better is the fact that they came back and won that game.
Mhm.
I couldn't believe that. I was
Mhm.
like, "Hey,
I
no
could've.
way!"
I could have. It's
I'm
the
like,
Jets.
I'm fair.
The Jets are us. Are the Lions.
Damn. You said the Lions. We just got quiet. I'm
I
pour
don't
one
know.
out.
That shit can happen to us.
The who? The left?
50,
But
we got 50 points dropped on us, bro.
50, 51. 51.
51.
51 points.
anyway, it's another
Exactly.
it's another topic I
Exactly.
wanted to hit.
Please move on.
It's another topic that I wanted to hit that I just
He said, anyway.
that I learned about today. So I don't know if y'all know the podcast or YouTube channel Fresh and Fit.
Mm-mm.
It's a red pill, they like to call it, YouTube channel podcast. To
Oh.
where do y'all know what the red pill is?
No.
Red pill man. Basically, it's y'all know who Kevin Samuels is,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
They're basically copying and pasting his whole method. But
Oh, okay.
listening to these dudes, you can tell that they are the dudes that they have no game whatsoever. They were the dudes that were turned down in school growing up, never really got the girls that they wanted. Now that they got now that they got clout, now that they got fame, they like to pretend that they're these high value men. All these women want them. One of the dudes said he slept with over 1,000 women, but if you listen to him talk, you can 1,000% this dude
you don't
get
get no
pussy.
bitches.
If he did not have this podcast, you would know 1,000% he would not get no bitches. But like you can tell, like now that they got this show and the way that they talk to these women, you can tell like y'all don't know, because like their message, it's a certain way to deliver messages, and the way they deliver the message to these women is like they're shitting on them and like want the women to like feel, I don't want to say necessarily bad, but like down. And it's just like
down, like
you
them.
like he
Like
talk
self-esteem
he's
wise,
like talking
Oh,
down to
okay.
these women, and it's like the message, even if I might somewhat agree with some of the message, the way you're delivering is fucking bad. And a lot of these women get into arguments with them and like storm off the show, and like it'd be a huge
They
fucking scene on it. And
Why
like,
would you come on?
I would never.
I mean, because like it helps
Also,
their,
I'm not gonna walk
but no,
off.
it helps with their social media
know.
profile, because obviously a bunch of loser dudes go there for like advice and
Okay,
shit
yeah.
and all that, and it's entertaining content at least. But like if
Yeah.
you're a woman, you're gonna get triggered as fuck watching
course,
this shit. But anyway, they keep getting themselves in fucking trouble, and it's like it's fucking hilarious because like they're weak men. They keep calling themselves alpha men and like 1% men, like
Ew.
all this shit. And I'm like,
Cringe.
first of all, people like, because they say 1%,
man.
no,
Ew, that's so
no.
cringy.
So they call themselves 1%
Like
because
the milk?
they call themselves 1% because they like obviously they live in Miami. They have all these women who come on who just basically like, I want to be a trophy wife. Basically, to sum up, what they want to be is like a trophy wife. Like they want everything to be taken care of for them. They want to be
Okay.
flown out, want to live this luxurious lifestyle, but don't bring nothing to the table.
Okay.
Basically, so
Yeah.
then they hit these women with reality. Basically, like y'all want these men that's in this 1% who makes X amount of money, that doesn't like. So y'all want this dude who looks good, this height, makes this kind of money, and be faithful to you. Like you're gonna have to share them, because every woman and they're like
screaming.
they're like because every woman is looking for that man. So what are you doing that's going to make you stand out? That's going to keep him from not looking at these other options, even though it's a male gene to like want to go fuck something else
Especially
necessarily.
in Miami.
So like that's basically the message that they're fucking like giving.
Oh, okay.
And they're in trouble now because Asian Doll, the rapper, female rapper, King Von's girlfriend, she came onto their show, and like she showed up late to their show.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
she showed up late to their show, and she kept having side conversation with like another woman on the panel, but they were like speaking low key into the mic when other people was talking. So the dude was just like, yo, like stop talking, like stop having side conversation. Because
like we be doing.
Like me and Josh and Clay just be like, shut up.
No, like because like what he's trying to say, like stop. What he wants basically like to stop having side conversation because y'all talking into the mic, and we don't want that because we want everybody to be able to speak and the audience be able to understand what the person is saying.
Yeah.
But instead of just saying that, he's just like, yo, like stop talking. So then she like, you mean? So he like, how the fuck am I mean? You just showed up on somebody else's podcast and called them mean. She's like, why are you getting so worked up? She's like, I can't just say you mean or blah, blah, and turn the whole thing. And he ended up kicking her off the show. Because, like, you can tell by his reaction that he was, like, really...
Like, in the middle of the show?
They don't take insults well. Like, they try to get over 30 YouTube channels canceled.
You definitely don't get bitches.
Ew.
They try to get 30 YouTube channel canceled because they made videos of, like, exposing the lies that these dudes are telling.
Right.
They tried to hit them with copyright infringements, but they couldn't fucking do it.
What is with
and
this
then
new,
another
like,
thing,
controversial podcast, and I saw this tweet and it was kind of funny. I'm like, don't call us out. And it was like, I like podcasts about these things, and it was like nerd shit, true crime, and like current events. And then there was another one that was like, I hate the podcasts that talk about like how to be a man or how to be, or like men and women. And I thought about it, but like some of them, like why do they all go out of their way? You know what I'm saying? To like trigger a man or trigger a woman. It's like that. Like,
it's because it's
this
content.
Our generation now.
It's content. Like trust me. Like I watched one video, and then like, I thought that was gonna be it, but then I just started watching like different videos, and I'll be at work with nothing to do, and I'll just have it playing in my earbud while I'm working. I'm just listening to the shit that they're saying. But like they're in trouble now basically because they got exposed for saying like they don't date black women. But they didn't say they don't date black women. They were like, somebody brought up to them like, do y'all be on I forgot, like basically a black person's dating site.
First of all,
hold on, let me explain.
All right, hold
so
on.
he was I'm
gonna wait.
They was like, do you guys be on this dating site? And it's basically like a black people meet. Okay, not necessarily black people meet, but it's something like
like similar.
And they were like, no, we don't really mess with the darkies. If y'all know what I mean. Like we ain't no night riders.
It's kind of funny, but
they were like, if you guys want to.
So what are they? White?
No, they're black. One of them's from Barbados. Black as fuck. Black as fucking under the bed.
Under the bed.
You know when you look under the bed and you know how dark that shit be. That's how dark one of them is. Another one, like he looks black.
Under the bed.
He looks black. He said his parents from Sudan, so I assume. But like they both look black. But one of them's for sure black. If he's not black, I'm fucking blind. That nigga is dark. That nigga is dark as when you close your eyes. But wait. Anyway,
I don't even know what to say.
Okay. So they're like, do you guys be on this dating site? And they're like, not unless you want a bunch of Shaniquas and Lakitas.
Oh,
like fuck no. And then the dark nigga from Barbados, the one who, as soon as you listen to him talk, you know he gets no ass. But he's like, he don't really date black women because a lot of black women are fucking ratchet. They don't know how to act. They're this. I'm paraphrasing, but like this is basically what he's saying.
Yeah.
And he's like, but he was talking to a black chick. He's like, but you're not like any of that. And like that's an underhanded comment.
Oh,
like
you're not like the rest of them.
They're saying that about black women, and then they're mad because they're getting backlash from it, and they're trying to say like people always like we live in this pussy society nowadays to where it's wrong for men to have preference. Like nobody bats an eye when a woman say, I want to date a dude who's 6'5". I want to date a dude who makes this kind of money. But the moment you say, I don't date black women, all of a sudden, like, stop the presses. You don't fuck with black women. It's like, no, it's not about
the way that you said
yes,
it.
exactly. That's
It's
how
all
you
about-
know they don't get no
Like,
pussy
swear to
because
God.
they don't see that they did that shit wrong.
Because I
Yeah.
could say, like, I have a preference. I date taller men. Okay, people be like, oh, okay. I'm not like, F all the shorties. I ain't dating nobody under 5'5". You know what I'm saying? Like, under 5'6".
Exactly. Or
I say, like,
If they would have just been like,
we
I
ain't
don't,
talking to short boys. Like, that's just mean.
and they
Disrespect.
so the women on the panel asked the dude like why don't you date black women? He's like, I'm gonna just say it like this, like I don't have to give my preference. He like I don't have to give a reason.
And
He
that's
like I don't
fair.
have to tell people my preference blah blah blah. But like y'all
Well-
niggas don't understand that like y'all dissing black women versus just saying I don't have a I don't date black women. Why don't you
Yeah.
date black women? It's just not my type. I like women with this skin color, or I like this women. I
You
like
could
women.
still even
like
give,
this.
you know what I'm saying, like
Yes.
a reason without being disrespectful.
Yes, you don't have to disrespect. That's what they don't get. That you
Yeah.
disrespected black women,
Yeah, that's wrong.
and then you get mad at everybody else saying like, "Yo, that's just my preference. I don't fuck with it." Like you don't have to diss black women just in order to say you don't date them.
First of all, if they want to diss like black women saying they're ratchet and whatever the fuck, first of all, they're fucking blind or they don't know where the fuck they're looking. Second of all, they couldn't bag one if they fucking tried their absolute hardest, bro. Because these niggas sound like bitch made hoe ass motherfuckers.
Bro, I'm telling you, like
oh my.
like I
Josh
said, like
trigger over here, bro.
no, if you listen,
I have so many things I want to say, and I
He's
just
triggered.
my mind can't even formulate all the responses. Is
one of these, I'm telling you, the Barbados nigga, he said he has over 1,000 body count.
Okay, to preface, like he is in Miami.
Wrong.
Is he buff? What does he look like? I'm pulling it up right now.
Pull up Fresh and Fit. Pull up Fresh and Fit.
Is he fit?
No. So fit is
Women are easier than y'all
No,
think,
no,
bro.
listen. Fit is the lighter one. You'll know who the fuck the dark nigga is. You'll know.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
let's pull him up.
Pull up Fresh and Fit.
Podcast. Yeah,
You'll see exactly who the
that's
fuck
what
I'm talking
trying
about.
to see.
But-
Click. Host. Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
So the dark nigga say he has over 1,000 body count.
Hold on, let me go to Insta because they trying to mess with me.
He says he has
Are you
over 1,000
laughing
body
at
count.
Okay. hold on.
Wait, this one?
Yeah.
The one
Yeah.
on the right?
Yeah. He said he has. First off, he's 28.
Hold on, I'm still trying
Listen, he's 28.
I believe it, bro.
Bro, his
He's
face-
28.
No, I
his face,
believe it.
Alicia,
He like-
1,000.
I believe it.
1,000.
I fully believe it. He's not.
Is it Julius
Even,
Irving?
he's not hit.
Julius Irving, the basketball player. I think he has.
This who we talking about, right? He's not bad looking.
Look at his
You the-
face.
you
He's
the-
not
Look at his
hot
face.
by any means.
Okay, you got to hear him talk
But-
then.
Oh yeah, the other one is
Yeah,
kind of cute.
look,
Myra, no,
Man, I
no,
don't even be.
Alicia, I'm telling you.
I have a
right-
type too, and it's not
Alicia,
him.
Time out.
Alicia,
No.
people look good until they open their mouth. I'm telling
No.
like,
No, he has a
Josh?
nice. This is the other guy,
Josh?
right?
Yeah, that's
He has a nice
that's
smile.
fit.
women look fine
Alicia?
as fuck until I hear them talk.
No, listen. Remember that conversation we had a couple weeks ago, me and Alicia, when it got heated?
Yeah.
Which
That nigga, the
Oh.
light skinned nigga, would trigger Alicia the first 5 minutes you listen to of an episode. I guarantee.
I'm about to listen to this now.
I guarantee you.
I'm gonna go listen to them.
Oh
It's-
my God.
But like,
I'm gonna check him out this weekend. Yeah,
Like,
he's not
first off-
horrible looking. I believe it. And then he has
At-
like a little bit of fame,
at 20,
a
at
sprinkle
28,
of fame.
Alicia, they just started. They haven't been on YouTube for a year yet.
You'd be
At most a
surprised though
year.
the way that women like
1,000 though. 1,000. He
How many
slept with
subs?
1,000 women.
say
They're not even at 1 million yet.
I'm
it's a say
Slept with 1,000 women.
no.
since he was like
bro,
I can
So
believe
y'all
bro,
mean to tell-
no, you
I
gotta
don't-
be clouded.
I
up.
don't even.
You gotta
think,
be clouded.
to
up,
be honest,
bro.
I don't
They
even
ain't
think
clouded
Chris
up like
Brown
that.
has slept with 1,000
and
women.
Who wants to sleep with 1,000 women?
and what does he mean
gotta-
in
you gotta-
context?
why?
What does he consider sleeping with?
He had
like,
sex.
at what?
You, got,
You put it
like,
in?
Like, listen.
Bro, at what point?
Y'all not understanding.
Y'all both got naked. Like,
l-
what's the context
listen.
of?
Y'all not understanding. Had sex with 1,000.
I understand what
At
you're
what
saying.
point do pussy just not feel like all
No,
pussy
I
feel the
understand
same
what
at
you're
that point?
saying.
And, like, if you, what's the point?
All pussy for
First
the
off,
same.
Like, it's
and Alicia,
ain't no one gonna
Yeah.
stand
Also-
out to you no more.
also, here's the reason why that's hard to believe. That dude, the way he talks on there about spitting game is
Yeah.
trash.
So does he have like
trash. Second, he's been married before to a single mom.
for
and then
how long was the
Yeah.
marriage?
I forgot
for?
how long the marriage was, but
You got to
they're
think
not-
maybe he
Hold
got
on,
out of the
hold on,
marriage
wait.
and had a whole
no,
phase. Maybe
no,
he
that's
felt
not
that.
that's not it. That's not it.
A whole
He-
face times a fucking 1,000.
Hold on, wait. That's not it. So they got a divorce. He apparently ended up starting this podcast with this dude, and they give advice about not dating single moms, not taking single moms seriously, even though you married a single mom. And he said he
Right.
would never do that shit again. Then he meets this chick on Seeking Arrangement, a chick who has a TikTok explaining how she gets all her bills paid by other men who just pay her for
What's
being.
her at? No, I'm just kidding.
But no. I'm just. Hold on,
I'm
listen.
just asking.
So he's saying that, right? He gets called out on his podcast by DJ Academics, talking about like how you on this podcast preaching to these men to live this certain way, and then you're doing this behind the scenes. This chick has a Seeking Arrangements account. That's how you guys met. And he's like, yeah, but she's different. She's not like every other chick. She's different than every other chick in Miami. He's like, how? He's like, because she's not from here.
It was an interview.
No, this is
Oh.
on their podcast. Like DJ
Oh.
Academics is like telling him this, like,
Oh.
and the
DJ
chick,
was
and
saying that to the host.
yeah,
Okay.
he's saying that to him while the chick's sitting there. And
Oh, wow.
The
he's-
Seeking Arrangement girl?
Yeah,
Wow.
and he's like,
Nah, she was trying to get some clout.
yeah, she is, but he's trying to say like she's different than every other. She ain't like every other chick in Miami. He's like, how is she different? He's like, because I knew she liked me for me. He's like, was that before or after you took her onto the yacht? And like, he's like, after they talked for like a month, he's like, so this chick truly likes you after a month of talking, after you took her on the fucking yacht, after she's seen that you have a fucking podcast. He's like, she's not a materialistic girl, blah blah blah.
Material girl.
And so then, when after this whole 35-minute like checking by DJ Academics on this dude, they didn't do an Instagram live. The dude Fresh and that Seeking Arrangements girl, and he tells her like, yeah, his body count is like over 1,000. You could see in the chick face that she's like uncomfortable.
He
but, like-
said that to her?
Yeah.
Why though? What was
Why
the,
is that something to
Because
brag about?
he's trying because they think like they preach like how these 1% men or these alpha men don't have to hide their lifestyle. that like these high value men, you're gonna have to share them because they're gonna have other women. You got to just deal with their blah blah if you want these men. So they think that they're them, but also they don't understand that these men who have multiple women have game, and they're also like they're telling their chicks the truth, but in a way where it's soften the blow, or it's like you walk the woman to it in a way, or you.
Nah, these niggas, they uppercut.
No.
motherfuckers.
No, I'm saying, but like to the ideally, what these dudes are thinking that these 1% men, they think that like I make all this money, I could just tell this chick like, yo, you gonna have to share me if you want to deal with me. Oh, you don't want to share me? All right, cool. I'm moving on. Women, you can't talk to women like that and expect women to stick around.
So what are they looking for in perspective? Like what
They
are
want
they
a submissive.
are they
woman.
trying to
Yeah,
say
they
they're
want a
looking
submissive
for
woman.
a relationship?
They want a submissive woman, and they want a woman that's going to be okay with sharing them with multiple women.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
They want a
gotcha.
harem.
Okay.
But-
Just say that.
Like so when
Are
and
they
then
paying
also
the
in that
bills?
hold on also in the Instagram live video, Fresh tries to go into it. Wait,
The bills,
Fresh-
though, you know what I'm saying.
Are they paying the bill?
but like Fresh wants to, he leans in to go get a kiss from the chick, and in the Instagram live video, and she like moves back, and like just laughs and plays it off, like tries to like play it off that she didn't just move back from him trying to get a kiss, and then like they're not even talking anymore now. But you said she was different than every other chick. She wasn't just with you for the clout, and she liked you for you.
I mean,
Bro, if you listen to this dude talk, they're not. They don't have a game.
I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna listen to
Who-
him.
it's like I'm not trying to shame anybody that has like over 1,000 body count. Like, do you? But
Or everybody else.
yeah, I mean, you probably did yourself a lot to get comfortable with doing it to everybody else. But, you know.
1,000 body count. Y'all not understanding.
It's
How
why is
think,
that something that you brag
think
openly about?
Think about 1,000 people. That's Hazel
I don't
Park's
even-
whole high school.
I don't even know 1,000 people.
Think, all right, imagine.
I don't even have 1,000
No,
friends on
half of
Facebook,
my
bro.
high school graduating class.
Imagine exactly.
At that point, you're really just having sex just to have sex. Like, I'm not saying it's impossible. Like, I really don't think it is.
It's not impossible for
and he's
niggas.
not a horrible looking dude. And he's in Miami, bro. Everybody be doing whatever in Miami. That's like a tourist
for
spot.
Chris Brown, Trey Songz, niggas with that.
Or a
It's
tourist
a little
spot.
different for them though, because first of all, they're attractive, so they can have standards.
It's not about that, but like when you have for Lil Wayne, for like niggas that have that type of status, it's not impossible to get 1,000
But
body
they
count.
have way big
Yeah, they have bigger status, which is why it's easier.
Not even
But-
a million subscribers.
But
Less
for
than
Wait,
2
they're
years,
not
you
even.
said on YouTube.
How many subscribers
Yes.
do they have?
I want to say that at most 600,000.
Yeah, it's like that. I'm like, they ain't clouded like that. It's like
They're
why it's
no, don't get me wrong.
far-fetched. It's
They're
like-
getting like they have famous rappers and people
No,
and shit
yeah,
on there.
yeah.
But like for niggas that just started YouTube a year and a half ago, and like he tries to like say how they in Barbados or whatever, he was hooking up with a bunch of women or this, that, and the third. But the nigga end up trying to tell a story how he hooked up with 3 women in one night. But the nigga basically leaving out the part that he was basically at a fucking brothel and he didn't know that he was at a brothel.
That's what I'm saying too. Like he didn't say the context of the 1,000 people. He could have just been, fucking whatever.
Bro, no.
Fair.
1,000 women.
Very
Absolutely
Bro.
whatever.
You know how hard it is to sleep with 1,000 women?
by 28,
I don't think
and
it's
you
that
were
hard.
married. You were
I'm
also
a woman,
married.
and I don't think it's that hard.
Listen, that means he has to sleep with a woman.
When did he lose his virginity?
Like,
That's
like
what I'm saying.
12?
Okay.
All right.
Say he lost it
let's say
at
the
16.
let's say the
And he
fastest way
had-
the fastest way to get to 1,000 body count. Josh will have to start tonight, and in
Good
two
luck,
and a
buddy.
in 2.5 years straight, he has to sleep with a woman every single night. That's the fastest way to get to 1,000 right now. If you starting from 0,
But
2.5
we're in
years
a
straight,
different-
every night,
Yeah,
a different
literally
chick
a
every
different-
night
he's
for two and a
stressed
half for
already.
2.5
That's like-
years straight.
At what point does the sex just lose all meaning?
Yeah.
Why even have it?
That's
At 28,
And then how are you coming to somebody
right.
trying to be in a relationship talking about some I have 1,000?
at 28,
And thinking that's cool. At 28 and thinking that's cool.
We're not
No,
we're not
no.
shaming for
I'm-
your body
I'm-
count.
I'm
I just
not
want to
even-
throw it
I'm
out.
not even-
Struggleholics will not
Oh,
judge you. Do
no,
your thing. But
I'm
we're
not
just
saying
No,
that-
it's just like these guys are pieces
I'm
of
not
shit.
saying I'm not saying
and
that it's
I
a
wanna,
cool thing
like,
or it's
shit
not
on
a
them.
cool.
No, yeah, I know
I'm
what
not saying
you're
that it's not a cool thing. It's a cool thing or it's not a cool thing. I'm just saying 1,000 different women, like at 28, like that's how. So how young did you start fucking?
How young did you
I
start?
lost my
And-
virginity at 18.
And how
no
many women
chance.
were you just meeting, wooing in the same night and fucking, and then doing the same shit over and over until you got to? And he said it's over 1,000. He didn't just say 1,000 even. He said it's over 1,000. So which means he's been going on. No, it like I guarantee to our listeners, to y'all, when y'all, I'm gonna send y'all the clip. I'm gonna send it in the group chat later tonight.
Oh, please do.
I'm gonna
'cause I
send
wanna
y'all a
see it.
clip. I want y'all niggas to listen to this nigga talk, and y'all tell me if this nigga truly has over 1,000 body count.
Oh
I
my God.
want our listeners listen to it. Mama Adams,
Mama-
want you to tell
Oh,
me.
you know she's going. She
I want
loves those
her to
kind
tell
of
me.
things. She gonna
I,
look at it.
Alicia, matter of fact, when you go home, I want you to show Mama Adams the clip. I want to know
Because
because
we
this
talk about stuff like this.
ain't no way in hell this nigga has over 1,000 body count.
And I'm gonna ask
Chris-
her too, because that's more of her avenue of type. I would be like, Mom, would you sleep with this man?
Oh, she absolutely not.
I don't know.
No,
I don't
Alicia,
know.
I'm telling you.
If you base anything off a picture, it won't tell you the full story.
No,
I'm telling you
I'm
that right
telling
now.
you, if y'all listen to their podcast, like as
yeah, I would
as
have
a,
to listen to
as
him
a
in
woman,
as a whole, like
as
their
a- first off,
personality,
I'm gonna just send y'all their YouTube channel that called Fresh Foot Clips because if you go to the actual YouTube channel, it's like a 3-hour live stream.
Why is it called that?
So-
That name does not correlate.
Because
Yeah,
the ugly nigga is fresh and the other nigga is fit. Because one of them works out, the other one is he
That's
just
so
dressed really good.
embarrassing. You're the fresh one, and you're the 1,000.
Also, fresh and
Wow.
fresh and fit don't try to copyright strike us with this shit because they tried to copyright strike a bunch of YouTube channels and got a bunch of small channels taken down.
Really? That's so
damn.
bad.
Because they was talking about
That's petty.
the ideals. Yeah.
Yeah, that's petty. Don't be petty.
They're stupid. Like they
Go
fuck
fuck
up
somebody.
so much.
You on 1009.
And then here's how you know these niggas. Oh damn, this is gonna be the last thing I can say before we have to end this episode. But like this nigga, here's another reason why. Here's how you know these niggas not really who they say they are. Because some people when this whole shit started with them way back like in September, August time, they got to a beef with this YouTube channel called Abba and Preach. And basically Abba and Preach, they do reaction or color commentary on videos on whatever, no matter what it is. So they did. Abba and Preach first came on their podcast, and when people confront them about shit that they say about those people, you see the bitch come out in them. They start tripping over their words. Fresh be so fucking clueless. This is the shit that bothers me. He be so fucking clueless because like he can't see when hostility is coming from another man to you. So he just be playing on like, yeah, man, yeah, like laughing, thinking the shit's funny. He just Fresh is the yes man to everything. So like when Myron gets confronted, he just like tries to pretend he don't know what the fuck he said, blah blah blah. But then he talks big shit when they're not there. So not Fresh and Fit, Abba and Preach did color commentary on the episode that they were on about, I forgot what it was about, but Abba and Preach, they don't disrespect people really when they're talking, when they're doing color commentary or whatever, unless you like borderline stupid. And like, so they were just giving constructive criticism on Fresh and Fit's podcast or whatever, and then Fresh and Fit got like pissed and started talking shit like Preach probably married to a beluga whale out there. He don't know how to fucking kiss his wife, blah blah. I'm gonna send you on a boat back to Haiti. Y'all niggas like they was talking like cash shit to these niggas, talking about like, if y'all want it, we can box, nigga. Like let me know, we'll set up like we'll box. Preach actually do this shit, so Preach is like, fuck it, y'all niggas want to box, let's do it. You talk shit about my wife, you talk shit about my country. Bet, like, so set it up. He like, nigga, like, send me the address. I'll be right there. He like, set it up. He like, because I want to do it legally because they're not from here. Yeah. Like, we'll do it legally, blah, blah, blah. Them niggas back down. They don't want to fight. They talking about, we got to get promoters. We got to do blah, blah. Like, no.
They were not trying to fight. They were trying to promote their podcast.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. And them niggas ain't want to smoke for real.
They were also trying to punk them, and it didn't work, and it fucking backfired. Yeah. Now y'all look like straight bitches.
I'm telling you, I'm sending y'all this shit afterwards.
Racist,
I'm excited. Bitches.
I'm sending y'all this shit. But that's going to have to do it for this week.
Yeah.
What is wrong with us? What is going on with us?
How is that even
We came out of depression fooler.
I think this is going to be our first YouTube video.
Yeah.
So we made it back to YouTube, y'all.
And I look like this.
It's all right. We comfortable.
It's all right. We comfy fit.
We comfortable. Y'all struggling with us. Y'all gonna see this. Y'all see the poor setup now, but y'all gonna be with us gradually over time while we get better. Yeah. So, y'all got any encouraging words for the listeners and the YouTubers?
Ooh. Gosh, man. This year sucks so far.
It's 6 days.
But
he said what he said. He said what he fucking said.
This year sucks so far, but don't lose hope. We got some more days left in the year. We'll figure it out. I don't know, man. I've been going through a lot this week, so my outtake is pretty shitty.
Alicia?
Just kind of going off like what Josh said a little bit. Check on your homies. Check on your homies.
And I say, if a nigga tell you he has over 1,000 body count and he's not rich and famous, like Chris Brown type famous, that nigga's lying. All right? Do not believe that.
I can't believe
1,000 women. One dude slept with 1,000.
I wonder if he knows them all. Like, knows their names at least.
Bro, like
there was Rachel, and then Christina, and then
You gotta think like
It has
So-
like a tally mark for every name.
So-
because I be forgetting, and my body
You
count
got-
ain't
you gotta
nowhere near that. Nowhere.
So you gotta think. You gotta, but like here's the thing. You just now got famous within this last year, maybe year and a half.
If you
at the
call
lo-
it
at the
famous,
longest.
yeah,
Yeah,
you just got a little
You
clout.
just got internet famous within the last year and a half at the longest. A small local high school, at most in the whole school, has just over 1,000 students in
Bro.
that school. So
Bro.
you mean to tell me you slept basically with the
It's triggered,
entire
bro.
school?
Dude.
I'm just trying to put it into perspective
Imagine
of
if
like
he
how
just
many
like,
people.
Did he go
that
to
is.
college?
No, he grew up.
I don't
He's from Barbados. I don't know. I don't follow their
I
channel
need
enough
another
to know
backstory for
like
support.
that much.
like imagine if he just like has a black book with him around with
Swear.
just like a bunch of like common names, and he's got like Rachel's got 20
An
tabs.
iPhone note,
Yeah, like I'm trying to.
a
Keisha-
Word document.
He ain't got no Keishas in there.
Yeah, they don't fuck with black women.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to like picture
no,
like
Lakeisha's.
I'm just trying to think like another scenario of like 1,000 people being in one area and thinking that one dude slept with that many people.
I mean, I can. Does he go to like concerts? Does he go out a lot? Does he go to events? Because like
He might.
you gotta
not.
think about
No,
concerts.
He
like,
might now because he
places
like I
where,
said
probably
like,
goes to swing
women
No.
are
parties.
vulnerable. You know,
like I said, he hangs out with famous people now, like famous
Yeah.
rappers, famous like they've had some like Conceited from Wild 'N Out's been on there, fucking
Okay, yeah.
Slim Jimmy from what is they group called with Sway Lee and Slim Jimmy.
oh.
What's they called?
Ray
Yeah,
Shrimmer,
Ray Shrimmer.
Yeah.
From fucking Ray Shrimmer. They had DJ Academics on there. They had No Jumper. The
Yeah.
podcast No Jumper on there. They had fucking Kodak Black on there. Like they've had people on there,
Yeah.
like famous people on there. So they could be building a number towards 1,000. Yes,
Yeah.
but to say you slept with 1,000, like there's overall 1,000 NBA players. Like there's 32 teams in the NBA. There's
Yeah.
just about 1,000 NBA players overall on the roster.
So what you're saying is,
On
if I
all the
start now, I
rosters.
can make it through the.
Like I said,
You're giving
which
me
means
hope.
you slept with 32 teams.
Except for Tristan. Tristan taps in, you getting pushed to the side, my nigga. I'm good on that one.
Or better yet, there's 2,500.
Yeah, try your luck in free agency.
But like, look, there's just about 2,500 NFL players on every team. Like, if you add up every team, 2,500
Yeah.
players.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me that this nigga slept with half the NFL?
I think
Matter of fact, that's a little bit more than half.
I think that's gonna have to do it there.
like,
That was
like, I just want.
That's the
that
that's
was
the title. You
monumental.
mean to tell me this nigga's not half the NFL?
Like, I want people
it
to.
should be how to sleep with 1,000 women.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Bet. That's
I
gonna
know,
be it.
he's
All
having a
right.
better year than us.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna do it. I'm Clay Tizzle.
I'm Jay Smooth.
Alicia A.
Signing out. Peace.
Peace.